All right, BT22, Cyber Eden. But before we open up the box, here is a pre-release pack, which you get for participating at your pre-release events. Well, not really pre-release anymore, it's a release event now. But of course, I'm gonna be going to mine. Let's check this out. So Marine Bowmon, a foil version of Uncommons, which is really cool. Oh, and a release event Metal Garurumon. Although the rare regular looks like that, so you get this nice little release event stamp right here. So let's go ahead and start opening this box. Lots of cool stuff here for those who've actually played the game. Definitely a fan for sure, because there's a lot of archetypes and Digimon in that here. So first of all, for our box topper this time, we got a box promotion pack, which kind of has like full arts, but I think there's a card that I want the more inside here, which I want to check out, which hopefully we get to see it. I think we do though. Oh, fantastic. That's exactly the familiar token. I'm really happy that Bandai decided to finally like print these, because these need to be official and all tokens have like different effects and all that kind of stuff. So this is fantastic. If you guys are playing Kaguya, Syndrome, Puppets deck, this is the one that you need for sure. And then we got Sangomon, which is also full art. Very, very nice too. Pretty cards for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and start opening these packs right away and check out the cards. So we have the new CS trait stuff. This is including as one of them as Togemon, Chaos Gamamon, which is kind of interesting how they have like Gamamon support in this particular set. Not a whole lot though, but a couple key cards are pretty nice. Karomon helps you draw. We got new Atmon with Effectmon here. Shushumon. I think some of these can be a little bit better with its effects. A little bit underwhelming when I was reading them, but you know, always good to get support because there's some really, really powerful cards in there too. Sumemon here, we've got the Aburomon support, Moonmon to help you draw and trash. Aerovedramon. I'm kind of surprised to see this is not a rare, just a regular uncommon. So if you pull a release event version of this, this is definitely a good hit. So yeah, I'm excited for all four support for sure. Chaparral, Gabumon, for Omnimon searching, Eater Adam, which is where the Eater archetype debuts in there because it's Cyber Sleuth. That's like the main unidentified, like sort of like villain creature of the series. Oh, already first we got our SR hit right here with Omnimon. Has decode for red, black, 03, as well as blue and yellow, which pretty much helps you play out your Gabo and your Agumon back. Pretty interested in seeing how like the black and the yellow is going to be working out eventually in the future as well. But you can play it in both in the CS trait Omnimon based version deck, or you can play it in the Omnimon Ace DNA deck back into BT17, which I definitely been having a lot of fun with this deck for sure. You get to bomb deck stuff, delete stuff, it has blocker, yeah, DNA with basically Metal Gar and War Gray. Next pack we got Tapmon, a new Atmon egg, Meramon, Dreammon, MCmon, Blue Meramon, Chiaro, Kurosari. Fantastic to help play out the Arata Sonata, because now if you have one or fewer tamers, you get to play out for free. Hagurumon, CS trait, Raidenmon Ace, which you can play in version 5, which is technically Machinedramon support from EX9, I think. Vegemon itself, other being a plant, I think. It's also version 2. We got Gaiomon right here. Not a super rare though, but I'm personally excited for this one. You know, Black Wargreymon fan for sure, so I definitely want to update the deck as well. And speaking of the decks, guys, like definitely join the AVAULT Club membership to see all my first drafts of my BT22 for early deck lists and such. But yeah, deck profiles are coming soon and everything like that, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. So let's keep going. Shumon, Vademon, Datamon, Eater species form, just like the Eismon Scattermon from EX9, Eosmon, and Venmon. You can play up to 50 copies of this deck card in the deck, which you need. Yugo, Searcher for CS trait. We got Eater Eve here as well. Skullmeramon, and a new Rena, which is the memory setter for all fours, which you're going to be needing in the deck for sure. And here, almost like I got an alt art. We got Shin Manzemon. Okay. Kind of like puppet support, also version 1 support at the same time. This artwork is really, really nice. Just for it to be a rare, I think it's almost like an alt art. It's almost like full art, as a matter of fact. Just no textures, but yeah. Let's keep going. Vademon, Shushu, Manze, Moon, Chaos Gamma, Kirin, Music of the Heart, Crescimon, the new support for Nightclaw, sorry. Pretty decent. Agumon X Antibody for Dinomon, Terriermon, as well as the Aburomon here itself as being a rare to help play out more tokens, of course, Alliancing, and we got Musimon for the Atmon. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think about this set. What decks are you guys most excited to be playing and building? Very interested as well. But yeah, Marine Bowmon, Karemi, Detective Agency, basically Cyber Sleuth memory boost. Searcher and gains you memory. Yao Qing Lang, a new one, pretty decent. Still experimenting with this, but the new support is absolutely insane. And then we have Nokia to pair up together with our Omnimon, which we pulled earlier just now. Definitely need it together. This card is so crucial because it helps you play out your Agumons and Gabumons for free, starter main, and on play as well, which is pretty insane. Wow, really, really good card for the Omnimon deck, for sure. We got Puelmon, Dark Tyrannomon X. Always excited to see more Dark Tyrannomon specific stuff, like Tyrannomon support, you know, for Dinomon, right? And then we have Wizengamamon. I think this is definitely one of the, not like better, but like a really good card to be added into Gamamon now. Definitely like into that for sure, because having piercing is good. Mother Eater, which is again the newest archetype, right, coming in. Haven't given this deck a try yet, but we'll see soon. We got Sandromon, a new one right here. Very fantastic art as well. Overclock, play out tokens, you know the drill. And then we have the new tamer, Torajiro, Asuka. And that one's for the Atmon tamer. Wanyamon, which is the Cyber Sleuth or CS. Anything you guys see is that says CS is basically Cyber Sleuth for short. I'm very sure. There's no way it's not, right? Monzemon, Jimmy Can, Metal Tyrannomon X, Bulkmon, Sandrill, and with our other SR hit right here, we got Uranusmon, a new Atmon god for the archetype, which is pretty cool. I think you can add it as additional level 6 in the regular Atmon deck with Gaiamon together, or play it as its own deck because it can alliance yellow. Yeah, build it however you like. Always curious to see what other Atmon support we got there in the future. Cyberspace Eden, Gardramon, Wizengamamon, Chaparral, Goldnume, Akemi, and then we got a new Mirei, which you would use in both the Cyber Sleuth deck, as well as actually support for the regular Massamon deck as well. So I really like how it kind of like does two things at the same time, or support the two decks at the same time. Really curious how this one works with Massamon, but if you're playing any Cyber Sleuth related, she's a good card for sure, because it gives you draw power. Arisa, just like Yao Qinglan, which we saw earlier, very similar effect with the Shoto, which we knew from before as well. That can kind of like bomb deck itself, play out like a, kind of like a, sort of like a pseudo scramble for the archetype. Rise Greymon, this is going to be needed for Gaomon for sure. Being able to play out your tamer for any Cyber Sleuth deck as well is really, really important. The nice thing is that you can play out any red or black tamer with play cost 4 or less, or a tamer of CS trait. So love it. Security attack +1, you need it for the damage for the, you know, Greymon related decks for sure. Marine Bull, we got Metal Garurumon, which we saw earlier with the release stamp, and now we got Platinum Numemon. Again, the rares are just fascinating. They just look like really nice, like almost alt art cards, as a matter of fact. I wonder if the new like Numemon can be added into like the current Numemon mix deck, and you know, if you guys can cook something up. I haven't really looked into that just yet, but let me know in the comments as well. Agumon for Omni, Raidenmon, Arisa, and then another super rare hit right here. There's quite a number of like super rare tamers in this set, once again, similar to BT21. We've got Ami Aiba, which you definitely need for Cyber Sleuth, because it helps you ramp up and digivolve even faster with it. So important card for sure that you'd be needing to play. Let's keep going. Vidramon. This one, fantastic to help us play out arenas a little bit earlier if we need to. Shu, Cyberspace, Unique Emblem, Fable Waltz. This option card is absolutely nuts. Like the amount of value you get out of this, just imagine. You play this for 3 costs, you play out a Promo Arisa. Promo Arisa plays out a Shumon. Ideally, it's gonna be one from the starter deck to search. And then you just instantly like have like 3 things on the board set up. And then if you have like the follow-up pieces, you can just go crazy with it. And then now we have Airymon, which I think is also a very promising deck. Liberator, Aquatic, and mainly Ryugumon support with Yao Qinglan right here. Really interesting how it can digivolve straight on top of Marine Bowmon for 6 costs. It has Decode for level 6 or lower any Aqua Sea Animal. And then you get to play out like a level 3, 4, 5 from its sources when it digivolves. And then when you digivolve an attack, you get to tuck something back in and just bomb deck anything. This is a really, really good card. Really, really good card for the deck. So yeah, gonna be excited to try that one out as well, because I know many of you guys are hyped for that one. Very promising support, for sure. Let's keep going here. Digimon, Musimon. Oh, and our first alt art right here, we got Kyoko, Kuremi. But yeah, like this is gonna be really needed for the Cyber Sleuth deck. Really important as well because it's your memory setter. It lets you warp into a Alphamon, which is within the set as well. Hopefully we can pull that. Really wanna see that as well. So, whoa, the warping power is insane. We got Dreammon, Kirin, Meramon, Datamon, Lekis. Very nice because it lets you play out Tamer for free now as well within the Galaxy package and all that kind of stuff. Agu Vmon, which you need so that you can help reduce your Digivolution cost. Go into Vidramon, which is fantastic. You can go into Vidramon and its name, meaning it works with Gold Vidramon in the future as well. We get another new Gold Vidramon. Otherwise, it's the existing one. Fakemon for the Appling deck. Yeah, this set is fire for sure. Super happy. Karamon, Gabu, Arrow V, and we got a Rie, which is like kind of like Lord Knight, sort of Dark Knight support as well. And then we got Entermon, which is the level 5 of, I believe, Musimon. I never really watched Atmon before, but it's cool to see them in the card game for sure. So this is a regular box. That means we'll get either 2 alt arts or 1 alt art and a secret. So we'll see what we can pull. Gaiomon, and then we got Yuko, which we definitely need for Gaiomon deck itself, because now we can gain immunity from Digimon effects when we switch attack targets. That would include raid, blocking, and alongside with a combination of taunting, that would be really good. And on top of that, it has an inherit effect, which you don't really get to use in the Gaiomon and Greymon decks because it's mainly for the Eater deck. So again, one card that supports 2 different decks, which is really interesting. Rise Gray, Tapmon, Vidramon, Dreammon, Vademon, Music of Hearts, Gogray, Infer, Eater Eve, and Entermon. And then we have a new Dianamon, which you guys saw already. The full line is both purple and blue now, so you have access to even more colors in the Galaxy package, which is pretty insane. And this one just, yeah, strip sources, bottom decks, unsuspend at the end of turn, and it has an inherit effect, which is ideally to help alongside with your Grace Novamon to make it even better from EX5 now, which brings that deck back alongside with the Apollomon, which we're going to be getting or have been getting in the latest tournament pack. Really interested to see how well that deck will now like become. Mediamon, and then we got Kentorusmon here. Roy and I support. I want to take a moment and just ask, like, when can we please get Kentorus X? Every Roy Knight has gotten like an X antibody version, except for Kentorus and a few others. Not even a few others. I think Craniumon, and that's about it, right? We need a Kentorus X, guys. I mean, like, look at Gallant X. You know, there's got 2 Gallant X's, we got 2 Magna X's already. Yeah. And then now we got Eater Adam, okay, which we saw earlier. Okuamon, Karamon, MCmon, Vademon, Repa, Gargo, Wanya, Cresse. So most of the commons are already like pretty standard, you know, starting to see most of the repeat cards as we pretty much dig deeper into the bottom of our first box. Okay, let's keep going. Oh yeah, I'll stop by anything that looks interesting. Raidamon Ace, Raidamon, Lunamon, a searcher for Galaxy built in itself, aside from just Agumon now, which this one probably is a bit better because it's blue itself. Shushumon, Gargo, Gardro, Devi, Wanya, Repa, Lezen, Unique Emblem, Posadia Lagoon. So yeah, this is also an option card exactly the same as Fable Waltz. Same combo line, you can play out a Yao Qing Lang and then, you know, potentially go and combo off. And this helps you reduce your Digivolution cost as you climb up to your big bodies, as you go into your level 6s or even into Ariamon, which is really good. Like this card alongside with a Marine Bullmon, you evo for 6 normally. This will reduce it by 3. If you have a memory setter, you can still keep your turn. Mother Eater, and then here's War Greymon, which we need for Omnimon deck once again, alongside with our Metal Gar, and then we got a Fakemon right here. Eater, human form, Karamon. I feel like there might be something in this, but I feel like it might also be like a Monzemon, like a Shin Monzemon here. I saw a glimpse of like full art. I guess we'll find out as we keep going. Diaboro and, oh, sorry guys, it was a bait. It was a Diaboro, I think, that was the bait. That's the thing with Digimon cards, I guess. It always makes you think like, oh, there's something good in there. And then Like, okay, I feel like this one might be actually something good here. I'm gonna take it slow one by one again. Cyberspace Eden, Agumon X, Terriermon, Agumon. I think I saw the back a little bit, Metal Garurumon, and oh, we got an Oranismon Altart. That's a lot of like different god Atmons to check out. This is pretty cool though, like clouds and all that. Not exactly the card I'm looking for, but that's 2 Altart hits. We actually technically got the secret because the Kyoko is a secret rare herself. So, but otherwise normally we get a regular art secret rare card instead. Vmon and Platinum Nue. And then we have the last pack. Let's see if we can pull any like chase cards or something like that. That would be really cool. I can't remember exactly on top of my head what is like really sought after now, like the high rarity cards. We got Ryugumon, which is a really good new one because it can evolve for 3 costs, which is a little bit cheaper. It can bottom deck stuff, tuck stuff underneath as well. Not too bad. It's like a decent early game, like level 6 to get into. And then we have War Greymon. Okay, so that's it for the first box. As you guys know, always, we got a second box to open up right here, and let's check out even more cards because it is a main set after all, so there's a lot of stuff to, you know, check out. We haven't like gotten every single hit just quite yet, so it'll be nice. Let's go and check out this box promotion pack and see what we got here this time different. Hagurumon, I love the background and the full art designs of these. And then we got Palmon. Very nice when we collect it together, you know, for Cyber Sleuth, like the whole digital kind of like fancy like design, which is nice. Eater, human form. Dreammon, Vidramon, Togemon, Tapmon, Meramon, Datamon, Haguru, Skolmera, Media, Diaboro, and Yao Qinglang. Okay, let's keep going. Rise Gray, Kuaga, Tap, Moon, Eater, Toge, Bolt, Mother, Rina, and a Shinmonzemon. You see? I tell you guys, if that was the last card of every pack, always makes me think there's an Altart. This one feels a little bit heavy, so I'm gonna go through one at a time and see maybe if it's a potential hit. Could be an SR. I'll be happy to check out something different too. Yugo, Ryugumon, and War Gray. Oh, sorry again, guys. Kind of baited you. But I thought there was something good. Okay, Shu, let's keep going. Mera, Cows, Shu, Vademon, Media, Eater, Eve, Infirmon, a new one. This one's okay, I think. I love the artwork on that though. It looks really nice. Cantorus. What? Oh, whoa. I pulled a 2-star. A Kyoko Kureni, that's crazy. We got both the Altart and the 2-star. This is insane. What? Well, check this guys out. I guess the deck is calling for me. I am an Alphamon fan for sure, 100%. You guys can tell, you know, quick shout out right here. Check out the Draconic Blade Collection on the AVAULT Store right here. A full-blown epic collection released this time, guys. We got the playmat, serialized, limited to 300, everything. And we got a deck box right here. Check it out. Definitely watch the promotional video as well. We got a binder right here, thick, nice quality stuff. And then we got the dice tray that comes with the deck box, which is like the magnetic detachable to show you guys. Yeah, I'm really excited for this right here like that. And then of course we have the dice. Fantastic gold and black. I love the color theme on this. And don't forget guys, the first 50 full collection purchases gets this exclusive Draconic Blade memory marker, only limited during this time only. And we're not done yet. We also have these sleeves to go up together. So we're gonna put this Kyoko inside here and put it into our collection. But this is insane. Is this one per case? You guys gotta let me know in the comments, but the gold words and everything, this is, oh my goodness. The sleeves right here, holographic, which is really nice, very, very shiny and all that. Always recommend you guys to use over sleeves as well for these. We are working on some of them, so be sure to stay tuned. But yeah, I really appreciate the support on that side. Let's just quickly continue there. Had to get the shout out right there for that pull, I mean. You guys get me, right? All right, let's keep going. Platinum Nume, and here we go back to back. We got Alphamon, which I definitely want to talk about. I am a little bit sad as an Alphamon fan because I feel like this doesn't seem to be supporting either the Chronicle or the stack-based version of the build. I will try to make it work. I'm trying to cook something up and see if it could work, but ideally you want to play this alongside with the full Cyber Sleuth engine with Kyoko as well, because you want to get that warping capability. Reboot blocker, very strong defensive and offensive card at the same time, because you have that DP reduction of 5,000, which is not once per turn when you play, Digivolve, or attack with it, and being able to unsuspend and gain DP buffs. Really, really powerful. The only thing I feel like is lacking a little bit is protection, but yeah, I've been playtesting with this deck. I've been having a lot of fun with it, honestly. I love it a lot. So let's keep going. Kurisarimon, Kirin, Blumera, Recamon, Lekis, Dream, Data, Raidamon, Skull Gray, Detective Agency. Oh my goodness, we're pulling all the alt-art tamers. Whew. Nokia right here. Again, which we saw earlier, the regular art, you definitely need it for the Omnimon deck. Insane card, fantastic art as well. Wow, love the texture, foiling holographic. This is why I love the game, guys. The artwork is just next level, next level. So hope you guys enjoyed the opening so far. Definitely give this video a like and I appreciate the support. Like I mentioned, definitely subscribe, stay tuned, because we're gonna be making all these different deck profiles and gameplay on the channel and lots of content coming for BT22. So you definitely wanna stay tuned for that. And then here we go once again, our second Omnimon for what we need. Oops, I accidentally grabbed 2 packs here, but it's okay. Guardrail, I am really happy with this opening already. And we're only the second box in. Oh, we got All Force Ace, which is another SR hit right here. Definitely nice to see support. I am really thinking, I'm guessing, and I'm really hoping that we're gonna be getting a new All Force X soon. It has to be. If Gallon X can get one, if Magna X can get one, All Force X deserves a new one. Not saying the BT12 was not good, but I can just feel it. You know, you guys are All Force fans. I know you guys love this Digimon as well. Definitely stay tuned for that, and definitely making a deck profile. But yeah, this one, I feel like people are feeling that this card is a little bit underwhelming compared to the other All Forces that you can play. BT11 is actually still really good, but I think this has a decent effect too. You know, you still want to include it at least as like a 1 of, for sure, by bare minimum. You might want to play as a 2 of as well, and it's only a matter of time until someone cooks up like a build and, you know, come up with that. I'm kind of wondering why it's, okay, CS trait. Can you play All Force specifically in the CS trait deck? I guess you can mix it up together, but I'm kind of curious why there isn't a 3-cost Evo for alternatively going into like a Vydramon in name, for example, or something like that. That would be much better. But either way, this artwork is very, very nice. And if you guys play the game, which I have seen some of the scenes a little bit before, this is when All Force takes down like Barbamon, which is really cool as well. Okay, let's keep going with the packs. Yeah, we'll stop by anything that we haven't really seen yet. Just anything new, that would be really cool. That's why I'm always excited to open these new sets, because we can check out all these new cards together. But let's just keep going. Haguru, Metal Tyranno, Sendro, and Torjiro. Guardragon. Just want to, I think we saw a lot of this of it already, but just want to mention that this is really good in the CS trait deck, just because it has the D-Digivolve, and I think it's one of the best removables that you need right now still. Wargreymon and another Airymon. Okay, so I wonder if we got both our hits just yet, because the Kyoko could be like, what you call it, like those special rare pulls or like really high rarity pulls, which are not part of the actual hits. So we did pull one alt art so far. Will we get like another secret, perhaps? Maybe the regular Kyoko or something like that, or another alt art per se. But generally, I would like to get the regular art secret rares to help me finish my deck as early, but now I'm pulling the alt arts. I can't complain, guys. This is probably one of the best openings that we've done so far, lately, as of lately, let's say. Honestly, openings have been pretty good on the channel as well. If you guys haven't watched the other openings, definitely check that out as well. Like basically open up every like booster box, every set that Digimon comes up and releases as well. Chaos Gamma Data, Kirin Manze, Sume, Unique Emblem Lunamon, and here is our other alt-art, Jimmy Ken. I know some of you guys are fans of that as well, with the Meramon support, Boltmon and all that, which is really cool. I haven't really looked into it myself yet, so I gotta, you know, start looking into that, but even this alt-art looks fantastic. I know it's not gonna be like worth a lot, but that would be cool to see like the Meramon support stuff. Miramon looks cool, honestly. At the end of the day. Shinmonte and Eater Adam. Shushumon, Mera, Vidra, Eater, Gargo, Fakermon, and another new SR card that we have right here, which is Nyambutmon, which I don't think we have seen it in the Liberator webcomic just yet, which is really interesting. So I'm really curious when this guy's gonna come out. We know for sure it's gonna be coming out soon. And this is really cool how they always link it together with those different medias and marketing all together. It's like early leaks, you know, like we know, and for those who, you know, read the webcomic, we got the early spoilers because we have a Nyambutmon right here. This is going to be needed for the Sendrio, Kaguyamon, and Puppet deck. It's overclock itself and pretty good as a level 7 top end just to remove a bunch of stuff. It can evo on top of Chaparral for 6 cost, very similar to the Ariamon, which you guys saw earlier as well. And being able to further like DP reduce and reuse its Wendage evolving effects as well is, yeah, a really, really good level 7 to top it off for Sendromon to reach higher DP thresholds in terms of like DP reducing and removing the opponent's Digimon, plus also like just having an extra attack as well. Lord Nightmon, which I didn't really get to talk about, which we saw earlier. Kind of interesting to see how it's like black and red this time around. Almost feels like it's a Greymon card, which is kind of interesting. And then we have Yuko once again, which yeah, needed for Gaiomon. Devimon, Wanya, Repa, Resin, Akua, Veggie, Agu X, Arisa, and Kentoris. Sango, Tap, Wanya, Repa, Gabu, Aerovi, Ryugu, and oh yeah, we also got more Royal Knight support here across this set in BT22 and also in BT23 onwards. I mean, Royal Knights is always a deck that's going to constantly get support over and over, but we got a new Leopardmon Ace. And by Blast Digivolving, it kind of does similar to the older one where you can kind of like play stuff and you get to give stuff like blocker, and then you also get to gain memory as well, which is kind of neat. So really interested on how this kind of plays. And of course, if you guys are Leopardmon fans, you can play it in regular Leopardmon as well. You know, update the Green Ranger, which is definitely a very underappreciated deck, I'd say, because yeah, Leopardmon can actually do some crazy things. Eater, okay. So I can't remember now. Did we put 2 alt arts in this? Yeah, I can't remember now. I'm getting too excited for this opening, but we're not done yet, guys. We're opening more boxes of this. This set is so fun and it's so cool. I just had to open another one. So let's check out even more cards. I don't know if we hit absolutely everything just yet. I feel like not quite yet, but we'll see and find out. Sangomon and then Palmon. But yeah, we can go through this last one a little bit quicker because we see most of the cards already. Talked about most of it as well. So let's stop by anything that's new. So just 2 rares. Manzai. Entermon and Gaiomon. I think I should have my playset by now. Which honestly, you don't need to run like 4, but you know, maybe at least 3. Maximum 3, I'd say. Ray and Entermon. Shumon, Gargo, Garjo, Devi, Wanya, Repa, Yugo, Haguru, Ray, and Lord Knight. Eater human form, Karamon, Shushu, MC, Agu, Fakemon, and Nyambutmon once again. I know a lot of friends been telling me to play the Cyber Sleuth game because I personally never really played it. I only like saw it a little bit in the beginning. I watched some of the cutscenes here and there. But I heard the game was like crazy grindy and I'm not too sure, guys, if I should like start playing that because, you know, with Time Stranger and as well as like Hacker's Memory and all that kind of stuff, it's a long series. But you know, those games look fantastic, honestly. And I think like Digimon fans are definitely eating well this year so far. Fantastic Bloom, really excited and all that. Oh, I feel like we might have something in this one. Agu X, Terrier, Ryugu, and Alphamon, fantastic. Absolutely love it. This is really, really nice. Okay, let's keep going. I honestly would really love to see Alphamon alt art, if possible. That would be really, really nice. I think that's the card I would like to have the most from this set. and would love to showcase it with you guys too. That would mean like it's like destiny, right? But here we got Akemi Pseudo, which is like the main tamer that you need for the Eater deck, which we saw a lot of it already. This is the alt art version of it. But yeah, I gotta look into the Eater deck a little bit. I feel like the deck is like pretty interesting. It has a solid base, but it feels like it's still missing like a little bit of like another half of like another wave of support basically. And I wonder we'll probably get more support for it in the next set, BT23, probably. But otherwise, I think, yeah, it feels like the typical D Reaper deck kind of thing. You know, Mother D Reaper, if you guys remember, you know, those, I guess the funky unidentified Digimon decks. Shinmanze and Arata Sanada, which we actually didn't see this one yet. This is NSR Tamer, memory setter for Diaboro, which you definitely need. And both supports the unidentified traits, of course, with Diaboro mainly, as well as CS trait. Itself has an inherent effect that is also mainly to synergize with Eater Adam. So yeah, looking into Diaboromon support, gotta quickly mention, we need a Diaboromon X soon, guys. We know that Digimon exists out there, so therefore, we need to get one sometime soon. Wanyamon, Repa, Gardro, Devi, Gargo, Kyaro, Kirin, Bolt, Media, Metal Garurumon, and Ryugumon. I gotta say, we haven't pulled a regular art secret rare just yet at all. We need one, for sure. What do we have here? Oh, okay, Oranispawn. This Digimon looks really cool. Or this Atmon looks cool. Like, I like the artwork of it. Which makes me, again, like I said, like I'm excited to check out more if they ever release more. Ooh, I wonder if we got an altar here. I might slow this down a little bit. We got Tapmon, Blue Marimon, Kurosari, Eater Eve, Mother Eater, Yao Qinglang, and oh, an Omnimon. Nice. I'm so happy for sure. I'd definitely take it. Not an altar. Almost thought it was, just from looking at the corner. Rise Gray. What do we have as well? Akemi, Infer, Yao, and Luna. Chaos Gamma. Gaio and Lord Knight. MCmon, Marimon, Kyaro, Dream, Vade, Shu, Music of Heart, Terrier, Vmon, and Platinum Nume. Okay. All right, we're almost there, guys. We're almost done with the box. We got Moon, Kaos, Kirin, Monze, Roamon, Lycus, Arrow V, Rina, and a Shinmanze. Yeah, no regular secret rare cards, like regular art. I guess it's all alt art for days for this one. Shushu, Sango, Kara, Eater, Sume, Cyberspace, Eater, Sendro, and Torjiro once again. And this here is our final pack of the day. Can we pull something crazy? Let's go slowly for this one. Okua, Effect, Sume, Shell, Sango, Dark Tyranno, Puyo, Raiden, Veggie, Crescimon, Lunamon, and wow. This is fantastic. We actually finished with a secret rare. Of course, I actually wasn't keeping count at all during the opening, but this is really, really cool. This is meant to be. We're just pulling Kyoko's left and right the entire day. And what a way to end this for Alphamon, I guess. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you guys next time. Draconic Blade is now live on the AVAULT Store, which is one of the most epic drops I ever released, and the first 50 people to order the full collection will get an exclusive memory marker during this time only. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are. See you next video, and this is AVAULT signing out.